How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin back with another video here at the Barndominium. We have to have access up into our attic space, so we got an attic ladder here. I've never installed one of these, but Julie and I are going to right now, and we're going to bring you guys along with us. First thing we're going to do is get the box opened up and find out what kind of tools, what it's going to take to put this thing in. Alright, this is all there is. We got a ladder and a small box of bolts, a little bit of hardware.
I think this is some kind of rubber gasket.
Yep, some kind of gasket sealer.
That's pretty much it.
Man, this might be the easiest project we did. I hope it's all it is.
Yeah.
We'll see. Where's the instructions?
I guess it's right here.
Oh, okay.
So let me get them out and...
Yeah, let's check them out.
Where's that knife at?
Okay, so what I've done now, they're asking for a rough opening of 54 by 22.5. And I'm going to have that, but I had to go cut a couple 2x4s so we can place them up in there and get our measurement. We want our rough opening, so we're going to put 2 extra 2x4s up here to give that box that we need to set this attic ladder in. So let's get up there and get those put in. Okay, we got one support beam in, we got one more to put over there. Okay, we got our braces in there now. So what we're going to have to do now is cut this board out and move this little guy under here, this wire, back out of the way. It's not going to go very far, so it's not going to be a big problem. Alright, so now I have my rough opening. I just knocked that 2x4 out of there. That'll be okay because, guess what? We got that board supporting it now. And now we got that board over there. So we got our 54 by 22.5. Now this ain't maybe not what your door will be, so don't go by what I'm saying. You have to go by your instructions in your manual. So we got our rough opening. Now we got to get 2 boards up there just to support the door once we set it down in so we can get it screwed into place. I think they want you to use like a furring strip. I don't have any. All I have is 2x4s. So I'm going to put a couple 2x4s. But do what they say in that manual, not what I'm doing here. Now what this board is for is we're just going to set our door down on top of this. This board's going to come back out. So now I got to get one put over there. All right, that's our second one. Now we're ready to lay our door up in there. I don't know if me and Julie could do it or not. We're going to give it a try. Okay, on your door, you're going to see some zip ties, some big heavy zip ties. Don't cut them off. If you cut them off, that ladder's going to fall down and hit you in the head. So just leave the zip ties on there. Leave it just like it is. Make sure you know which side you want your hinge on. Your hinge is on the shock side. So make sure you have that right where you want it before you put it in, so you don't put it in backwards. It'd be rough putting it in twice. It's bad enough putting it in once. No, wait, don't pick up.
I'm just trying to help you hold it. It's heavy. Oh, got it now?
Push on my back.
Oh,
No, push on.
I was trying to get my fingers out of the way.
So don't slide me back.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
All right. Careful. Okay.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
But it is heavy.
It is definitely heavy.
It's a 2-person job.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have somebody here to help us this one. But that's okay.
We got it. We got it. We always get it.
So now it's setting into place. That's why I put them boards on the bottom. It's just resting on the boards now. All right, your next step's going to be putting these screws in. You got one on that corner and one over there on that corner right there. And then you got 2. I put one right there, right dead center of the camera. It's hard to see it. And then one on that side, down in that corner down there. Let me show you where I got them here. It's kind of hard with this camera. I'm standing on the top rung of a ladder. Right there is my screw. I put one in that corner, one in the other corner, same place. Let me tell you, I had an angle drill bit or an angle drill. I could not use the screws they gave me. They would not go through this wood. So I did my best and got me some good deck screws and put them in there. So now we got to go figure out our next step. All right, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, these instructions they give you with this thing, it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, and you're done. There's nothing about 1, 2, 3 that goes with this here. Now, it doesn't say to take these boards down, but how else are you going to get the door down? So I moved this board out to the very edge. It's still underneath there, and I got my 4 screws in there, and I got it squared up the best that I possibly can. So we're going to go ahead and try to push this down, and I figure I'd turn the camera on in case it hit the floor. See, that ladder looks crooked up here. But go ahead and pull it down.
We forgot to put a string in it. That was one of the first steps.
Okay, we gotta make sure that locks into place.
Okay, we probably should put our string in there now, huh?
Yeah.
Let me go find it.
Yeah, nothing about them instructions show you very much. Definitely not good instructions. But we're getting it. We'll get it one way or another. My next step was to come up here and take a tape measure with the door open and go from one corner right there, one corner over to the other corner. And you can see, let me see if I can get this thing to focus. We're at E7 and 11/16. Okay, so we're going to go over to this side. On the opposite side over there, we're going to come over. This daggone thing. And we're at 57 and 5/8. So we went from corner to corner. So we're within a 1/16 of an inch. So I think it's time we can go ahead and put our shims in. We have holes here and we have shims we're going to put in here. We're going to go ahead and lag this door into place. All right, for whoever is watching this video, don't watch it for any information because you're not getting it. Honestly, the instructions
Are terrible.
are very bad and I don't know exactly what I'm doing, so don't watch this video. Just don't watch it. I'm hoping the daggone thing don't fall on my head.
Those 2 straps didn't even hold. They came apart on their own.
Yeah, these 2 straps here weren't even
Holding anything. Trying to move stuff out of the way.
Oh no, we gotta trim some legs, some ladder.
Oh yeah. It's way too long.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to trim this up a little bit. We'll get our length on this down to the floor. This one here looks like it's twisted a little bit. Hopefully it's okay. So we got the ladder up in there. We got to go get some more shims. We got most all of our bolts in there. Most all of them. You ever hear that saying, do as I say, not as I do? This is the kind of project this is, because it's not easy. They tell you to do one thing, and later on in the booklet, they tell you to do it again. Then they tell you to undo what you already did. So very confusing instructions. So don't go by the instructions. Just take your time and do the best you can getting it in. I don't even know what to tell you, honestly. I don't even know why I'm making this video because it just don't make sense.
We thought it was going to be a piece of cake. But
at the beginning I thought, oh, this is the easiest project I had. No, it's not the easiest project. So what we're going to do now is we're probably going to measure our legs and we're going to get them cut off. Hopefully we can at least do that. Okay, now when it comes to leveling the legs, you want to get a nice straight scale. I got a 36-inch scale. And what you want to do is you want to measure from the tip of this down to the floor. In order to get it exactly where it's going, you need to lay your scale up against the ladder, and then it's going to give you the distance. Now the back part of this, they tell you do the same thing, but it's really hard because our scale doesn't fit back in here. So when you go from the back side like this, your scale, you have to hold it to get it straight down where it's going to go on the floor. Well, mine's not a two-sided scale, so I had to flip my scale over this direction, run it down to the floor where it's going to sit, and then I had to do my measurements backwards on mine. But if you have a two-sided scale, it works a lot better. So for this job, it would be nice to have this. But you want to have it square on the back of the ladder. That gives you your two measurements so we can cut it off. And then I just measured them on my ladder and got them marked. And I left a quarter of an inch for that little rubber plate that's going to go on the bottom of those legs. And by right, I probably should have left maybe a ½ inch, but I don't think we're going to put tile in this room. I think we're just going to paint the floor. So that's what we got planned for now. We're not sure. But if we was going to do tile, you might want to leave a ½ inch off, a quarter inch for your pad, and a quarter inch for your towel. But honestly, I don't think it's really going to matter. I don't think a quarter inch is going to hurt you either way. So we're going to get the legs cut off now. Alright, so we got this piece cut off. I don't know if you want to throw this away or not, or it might be a good project for something. I don't know. I know some people do this kind of stuff for put flower pots on it or whatever. But anyhow, we'll throw it in the garage. Now we have our bottom of our ladder cut off. We got to get those little pads put on there, and then it should be pretty good. I do got to go get some more shims. I didn't have enough, but I think we're really close to being done with this ladder. So now I'm going to put my little pads on, but I can't do it while it's down there. I'm going to have to do them while they're up here. We're just going to stick them on the end here and get our screws and screw them into place. Hopefully we can get them straight.
That was the simplest part of the job, huh?
Yeah. Okay, all I gotta do is put the other one on and we're done. For now. Alright, we got a little feet on there. We're gonna go ahead and lower it back down. We're just gonna hold out on our ladder. Put it down. And I think that worked out pretty daggone well. Let's see if this thing falls. It's only supposed to hold. I ain't got all the lags in it either. So.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think it's okay. I think it's going to be fine. We'll be able to get right up into our attic with no problem at all. Look at that. Easy access for the attic. Not crazy about it, but it works. Big feet like mine don't sit on that ladder very well. Of course, you probably should be turned around when you're going down. It does have a little grab bar right here. I call this Julie's ladder, not mine. Okay.
So that means you're going to make me do all the dirty work.
Yeah.
Putting stuff up there.
You can go up there and hook the antennas up and stuff. So, tomorrow, we'll get the rest of our shims and get our lags put in there and get these shims cut off.